The 8 competitors are reduced to 4. Terrence Stansberry way out in front with 99 out of a possible 100. Drexler is second with 92, tied with Jerome Kersey, the late entry, in place of the injured Dominique Wilkins with 92. And Michael Jordan, the crowd favorite probably around the country watching on television, but not here in Seattle, as Stansberry is in 4th place and made it to the round of 4 in the semifinals. And now Charlie Neal is with the last 2 previous slam dunk champions. Charlie?
Okay, thank you very much, Bob. On my left, Spud Webb. What do you think so far? What's happened?
Well, I guess everyone is saving because the dunks they have done look pretty weak.
You think they're weak, huh?
Yeah, I mean, they must be saving for the end of it because we haven't seen anything yet.
That always comes from a defending champion, right? Because you knew if you'd have been here, you'd have it hands down right now.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I think Dominic would have it hands down, but they got to show something else better than that because I'm a fan and I want to see something else.
Okay, Dominique, who do you like so far?
Well, right now I like Stansberry. Stansberry really came out strong. I think what a lot of guys are doing is saving their best dunks for the last. I think you have to come out strong and establish yourself early in this contest.
You told me just before it started, you were ready to go.
I tell you, when you come out and see something like this and you want to be a part of it, you want to go and lace them up and put on your uniform, come out here, and that's the way I feel right now. I feel like that if I was out here, I could win it.
Maybe we'll take a runoff at the end and just put you in against.
I didn't want somebody with my uniform.
Okay. Good luck to both of you. Now back to Bob Neal.
Thank you, Charlie Neal. Spud Webb and Dominique Wilkins, 2 of the reasons the Atlanta Hawks are one of the 4 hottest teams in the NBA this year.
Well, I'll tell you, Bob, I still think there was some very questionable scoring by the judges in there. And I'm going to, you gave me a real great one with that bird and the fish thing. I'm going to give you one here. The voting is because maybe it's because Marv is there, because it's been very harsh judging. Maybe because it's a harsh man out there, you know.
Well, Marv Harshman, who coached 40 years in the collegiate ranks, you know, a lot of the old timers aren't real crazy about dunks anyway. And so he may be very tough on them as he looks at them.
Well, it's not so much that. It's just the way, like Michael Jordan's first dunk was much better than the second dunk, yet it scored much lower. We'll take a look at Stansberry, one of the more creative guys. He and Kersey, I think, have been the 2 most creative so far in the competition. I would think that these 2 should make it into the finals, but you never know.
Stansberry going to be tough to beat that one. This is the man that has finished 3rd the last 2 years in a row. Oh, he's hand slapping the fans and going back over to the bench. He put on a show after the dunk.
Again, Stansberry likes to toss the ball in the air, catch it again. Here he goes. The little flip up, the catch, the little pump down, and the 2 hands over the head with authority. That dunk got a 49. Now, that was better than his 50 dunk, Bob.
So,
Dominique yells back and says, that's a 50.
All right, here is Jerome Kersey. This is the Trailblazers forward who has replaced Dominique Wilkins with a sore back. She said Dominique got all excited here, wanted to be in, but I'm sure his team's happy he's not in. Not bad from Jerome Kersey. That should score high. Kersey scored in the first round with his 2 dunks, a 48 and a 44 for a 92.
This may be his best one. Look at the slam cam. It's mounted above the basket. Keep an eye. Kersey comes in. It comes off the glass. The big catch and reaches through with authority from behind. A 50 for Kersey.
So that's the second 50 of the day. 50. There was a 50 earlier in the second dunk in the first round of Stansberry.
Now, Michael Jordan told me he had something special. He may be trying to take off from the free throw line a la Julius Erving. Let's see what happens. He kind of measured it from there. He's going back. That very may well be it. The people are excited. They like this.
I can hear his engines revving now.
Here's Jordan ready to take off.
In Chicago.
Got to be a 50 by. He took off just a little inside that free throw line, one hand and double clutch it. Magic Johnson gives him a nice 5 underneath the basket as he got out of the way. Let's watch this one again. This deserves a second look. Michael taking off. The patented tongue comes out just in front of that line. Look at this. The double clutch, the reach out, and the stuff. He got 49. I don't believe it.
Unbelievable.
There we go. There's the slam camera, the slam jam camera, I like to call it. As you see that little double reach out, if that's not a 50, I don't know who didn't give him 10, but I want to see that, Judge.
I'll tell you something. The judges don't have the replay monitors that you and I have. It might be a recommendation for the judges for next year to be able to see this in slow motion. I don't care how much experience you have. It's impossible to tell how great some of these moves are until you see the slow motion replay. We need to get them a monitor. Drexler. He He jumped in front of the free throw line and missed. He hit the back of the rim. I think he would have easily made it. He just left a little bit too far forward of the free throw line. He'll get a replacement dunk. Now remember, this is the semifinals, and there are 3 dunks in the semifinals.
That was Harper, Dawkins, and Jordan looking on. The judges, Piscopo, Harshman, Sam Jones, all looking on. Second try for Drexler.
And that was a pretty good one, too. But he was a good foot in front of the free throw line when Clyde Drexler jammed that one. So let's see what the judges think of that in terms of points.
Clyde on the run, getting his momentum up. Looks like he had his steps a little messed up. Then he lengthens them out, gets a little bit too far out, glides through. Clyde the glide, that's why they call him that. But of course, Jordan's had so much more flair, much more creativity as he double pumped with the ball and stretched out to put it in. So 46 there for Drexler, and Jordan, of course, coming up with 49 and deserving the 50.
And Kersey got a 50 on his first jam. So in the first dunk, they get 3 dunks in the semifinal round. The first dunk, we've had a 50, a 50, and a 46. Here's Stansberry.
Well, it's coming down to the most important dunk of the competition for Stansberry. He's got to come up with something very good here because the other players have scored very high, and if he doesn't come up with a good score here, he could not make it to the finals, and he has been one of the more consistent and exciting players thus far.
Jordan and Kersey have a 50, a 49 for Stansberry first time.
That's nothing all that creative. He had to be a little bit cautious, and it may have cost him, Bob. It'll be interesting to see what Kersey comes up with. Of course, he has one more dunk after this.
There are 3 dunks in this one. This is Stansberry's second dunk in the semifinal round of 3.
Just goes up and takes it back up over his head. Now, that's something that a lot of players can do as you look at it from the slam camera. The slam cam showing you what he did to finish it off, and he gets a 45, and I think he was very fortunate to get a 45.
But in trouble, Terrence Stansberry off to a great start, but now weakening a bit as we look at Jerome Kersey. Had a 50 on his first one. That one was very good also.
Larry Weinberg, one of the owners of the Portland Trailblazers, is very happy about that move by one of his players. We'll watch the replay again. He'll come up. Now look at the strength and the height that he gets. Comes up with a little spin move, brings it back over. You can't quite see it from that low angle, but his head was up very close to the rim. He does it with a lot of power and authority. 48. He's about as strong a dunker as you hope to see, and he rates right up there with Dominique in his ability to throw those kind of things through, and he does that type of stuff in competition.
Second dunk in the semifinal. Michael Jordan.
Now, Michael got some elevation that time. He had his head up there, and he did some creativity on that one, so Michael seems to be warming up.
Let's look at it in super slow motion. Michael Jordan had a 50 on his first dunk. This is his second.
The great elevation with the good, strong one hand. Again, the double clutch move. He ducks his head to get by the rim in the net, throws it back through as he did a little bit of a 180 spin on it as well, and he gets a 49 again. So 2 49s for Michael Jordan, and he's starting to come alive here in the second round. He's got he had a 50 in the first one and a 49 in the second one.
And is leading right now. Kersey has a 50 and a 48.
They changed it to a 50, the one? I thought he had 49.
It is 49. Check this. 49. He has 2 49s.
Drexler now comes through and doesn't do anything all that creative on that particular move, although a lot of people would like to be able to throw it through like that. That was not anything special. As Spud Webb pointed out, you have to do something out of the ordinary. Well, watch Drexler again. Just comes in from the left side, goes up in the air, just takes a little roll move and throws it through over the right side. Nothing special. And the slam cam shows you exactly how he finished it off.
So Drexler in danger of being eliminated. He has a 46, and that one was a 45.
Looks like
Stansberry.
Looks like Jordan right now and Kersey have the advantage.
Stansberry. Pretty strong.
Now you see he has a flair about him, Bob. That's that little toss in the air to take your hand off the ball to re-catch it again. Catches the eye of the judges. It makes you think about what he's doing. He does a nice move on this dunk as he comes up. We'll see it finish off. The ball up in the air. He catches it. Does a little clutch move. Throws it through with 2 and comes up with a big 50. And he needed that one. And that puts the heat now on Kersey and Jordan to come up with some big dunks to move by Stansberry, who had that 45 on the second one.
Even more action from the semifinal round of the Slam Dunk Championship right after this.
Yes.
All right, this is Bob Neal, Rick Barry with you. We're in the semifinals. We're in the third dunk.
Looks like Kersey might be going for the long-range jump.
Jerome Kersey, the late replacement for Dominique Wilkins, the winner 2 years ago. Kersey from Portland.
Kersey looked back in amazement, couldn't believe that he didn't dunk that one through, but he did indeed step inside of the line. Now, I don't think this is his specialty, trying to do something here that shows the versatility that a Michael Jordan has and the ability to hang in the air and to glide to the basket. Kersey's more of a power man. I think he should do more power moves inside with a lot of spins, throwing the ball up like Stansbury does. This would get more attention from the judges because of the authority he throws it through. When you go from this far out, Bob, you can't throw it through with a lot of authority. Well, I tell you, he took a chance there, Bob. After the miss, he needed a good one, and to throw it off the glass, the timing had to be perfect, and he came through with a very strong, powerful dunk. As you can see, when he gets in close, he can throw it through very, very strongly. There's the toss, the catch, brings it over as he passes the basket to throw it through. Comes up with a 49. That's going to make it tough for Stansbury. Michael Jordan needs a good dunk here, and it'll be he and Stansbury in the finals.
Or it could be he and Kersey.
I'm sorry,
exactly.
he and Kersey.
Kersey in the 3 dunks here in the semis has a 50, a 48, and a 49, just to update you on where it is. Jordan has a 49 and a 49. Terrence Stansbury, a 49, 45, and a 50, and Drexler probably in danger of being eliminated, 46 and 50.
Oh, I love it. He went straight to the basket just like he was floating on air, turned sideways, gave a little move to the side, and floated sideways to throw it in.
Will they give Michael Jordan a 50? He hasn't got one yet today. There it is.
There he goes. He goes in straight, goes up in the air. Now he's sideways. Look at the air. Look at the hang time. Look at the flying motion.
Look at his head above the rim.
They show, here he is again. The fans reacted to the replay on the screen here. Look at him hang and fly. Look at his head. That is Air Jordan at his best.
It looked like he was in an F-16 that time.
Dominique holding up his hands. The fingers won for Michael Jordan after that one.
All right, now the 4th competitor here in danger of being eliminated. Probably already is, unless he is really. Clyde Drexler, even with a 50, couldn't get it here, but Drexler would certainly like to, as he walks back here, he goes down to talk right in front of our booth to Dominique Wilkins on the left and Spud Webb on the left side of your screen. See if we can pick up the sound here. I don't know if we can get it or not.
Well, we had a good shot there, except for Tim Rockwood, one of our workers. He had his big curly head in the way.
So Dominique with some instructions.
He may be saying it's too late, Clyde.
Charlie Neal's there with a microphone. Maybe we can go to Charlie real quickly here. Charlie, see if you can ask Dominique what he told him before we look at this.
Dominique, what did he say to you? What did he ask you?
He asked me what can he do next. I told him to jump straight in there off of 2 legs and do a windmill. Guaranteed 50. Guaranteed 50. No question about it.
Yeah, that's if you've got a 48-inch vertical jump. Unfortunately, Clyde isn't quite that good.
All right, yeah, no problem for Dominique or Jordan. Let's see here. Clyde Drexler.
See, it's a nice move, Bob, but nothing extraordinary. Now, if he had thrown the ball in the air like Stansbury did and then caught the ball, it would have had a lot more flair to it. It would have caught the eye of the judges. Here we watch him again, coming from the right side. Drexler will do a little spin move with it, takes it up, rolls it to the right, back to the left, up and through with 2. You know, a very nice dunk, but 45 points he comes away with.
Okay, here's what we have now. The semifinalists are going to be Michael Jordan with 148 points in the semifinal round, and Jerome Kersey with 147 will dunk it off with 3 dunks. We'll take a brief timeout, but then we'll be back with the finals of the Slam Dunk Competition.